So hello, we're in North Wales again today. It's the 25th of March 2018 and Dave again, who you can see in the background, him and myself. We've come up here for a few days and we've come to a place which is called Church in the Sea, and it's Quim something or other. I can't remember, I can't really pronounce it, to be honest. So I'll put it up in the top of the video, just up there, so you can see what the name of it is. So I apologise for not knowing how to pronounce it. But here's the church. I'll just turn around. So there's the church behind us. Now this place is well photographed, and it's just off, or just on Anglesey actually, right by the sea. And even though it doesn't look it at the moment, we're actually on a little island. So behind me is obviously the sea, and if I just turn this around a bit, you can see the estuary, if you like, goes all the way in and around the back of the tree, back of the church, which you'll see in a little while as we carry on taking pictures. We'll come off here and do some from the beach. So I'm setting up. I'm just looking at the church, as you see there. And if I go into the camera, just show you the sort of composition that I've got. So hopefully you're able to see that. I've got the camera set as usual to bracket. I'm doing 5 shots, so 2 under, 1 on, then 2 over. The sun today is very bright. It's only about 9 o'clock or so in the morning. Sun's very bright. It's quite a blue sky, so a few clouds around, so we'll use filters later on. But for the minute, just want to get, if I can, a very plain, basic shot without too much detail in clouds or anything like that. I just really want to get the picture of the church and emphasise the church itself. So I'll take some pictures here and hopefully you'll see them come up on the screen in a little while. Okay, so we've come off the little island now, so if I turn you around you should see what I was talking about. So you can see there the church is on the island. So yeah, we're down now on the beach, if you can call it a beach really. There's lots of rocks and, well, there's a sandy area, so it's a nice place. So Dave's taking a picture, and the idea with this particular one that I'm doing, I've gone quite low, so if I put the camera down there, hopefully you'll see my camera's down there. And I've gone very, very low on this particular one because I want to get the reflections of the rock pools that are down there, and make this more about not really the church being the focal point on this one, but it being their background interest. But I really want a picture that shows all the seaweed, because the rocks down here are actually covered in seaweed, and there's lots of rock pools, which have got some interesting things in, old shells and so on. So it's more about what's down on the ground rather than the church itself. And then later on, I'm just going to go over that way a little bit more, and get the churches, more of the detail sitting on a beach. So that's the plan. All these things are old plans, and if they pay off, it's a good thing. If not, then you learn something all the time. So yeah, we'll have a go at that and see how we get on. Okay, so hello again. It's been a few hours since we last spoke. It's only been a few seconds for you, but it's been a few hours since I last did any recording. We're still on Anglesey, and we've come to a place called Pilot's Cottage, where there's obviously some cottages there, but there's a big building. It looks a bit like a lighthouse. It's not, but it looks like a lighthouse. But being Sunday, it's very busy, and so there's a lot of people around, so we're not going to go and take pictures of where we want to go just yet. We're going to wait for it to get a bit quieter. But we found this little cove at the moment where you can see it's very quiet, but also the waves are coming and going through these rocks, creating some splashes, which we're going to take a picture of. What we normally do is long exposure sort of photography when we're doing water, so we get the silky smooth water. But for this sort of photography we need to have a fast shutter speed, because we want to capture the waves as they crash against the rocks. So the waves aren't particularly big, but we'll see what we can get from here. And then further down the beach we've noticed some more rocks down there where the waves are even larger, but we'll do that on the way back. So in a little while we're going to head over that rise there, over that ridge, and that'll take us towards the building. We'll take some more pictures. Now I know up there you can look out to sea obviously, but there's some cliffs there that can be quite dangerous, so be careful. But you can get lots of waves as well from there, crashing against the rocks. So we'll see what we get as we go on. So we're still at that location that I was talking about. We haven't moved on from there. Very busy, loads of people moving around. So we'll take a bit of a rest, a bit of a break, resting our feet. It's the second day we've been here, by the way. We were here yesterday and we went to Dinorwick Quarry, and also at the bottom of Snowdonia called Watkins Path, but I didn't bother doing any recording then. We just wanted to take pictures really. So Dave's just a little bit down from the beach from me. There's nothing really to see, nothing to show, because there's so many people mooshing around. Well, no, I'll turn it around and we'll show you, or I'll show you what we've got at the moment. So that's where I currently am. I'm waiting for people to move away so that I can take a picture of that. Hopefully you're seeing it. I can't see what you're seeing at the minute, so I'm just guessing you're seeing the White Tower. I'm sure you saw Dave down there just a moment ago. He's also waiting, obviously. So it's a good opportunity really, just to sit here and enjoy the sun, and to really think about what we're going to do in a little while. I just think it'll start quieting down a little bit. People will go off to go and have their teas and whatever, and we'll hang around for a bit longer, wait for it to quieten down and get the shots that we want to get. So a bit of a frustrating time, but that's what happens. So good morning. It's now Monday, and you find us at a place called Dolbaden Castle, which is right by the side of Llanberis. And we were going to go to Llanberis this morning for a breakfast, and then we saw behind me, I don't know if you can see, yeah, just in the distance there, just in the distance, just over there. I'm hoping the camera's picking this up. There's a load of snow, not snow, sorry, a load of cloud coming over the top of the mountain tops. And we saw it as we were driving up the road. We thought, well, we'll come here first of all, because this is a great location anyway. Again, a very popular location for photographers, and we've been here many times ourselves. But we just thought it'd be a great vantage point to be able to take pictures with the clouds. So Dave's taking some at the moment. So morning, Dave.
Hello.
And I'm just set up over there. So we'll see what we can get from here. But we'll be waiting for a little while. It's all about getting the right light. So at the moment the clouds are looking quite bright, so it's difficult to pick them up. So I'm doing the usual bracketing on this so we can get all the detail, but we'll spend a little time here, see what else we can get. Like I say, we've been here quite a few times, so we know the area quite well, but it's always, you always guarantee a good shot from this place. So if you're around Llanberis, look for Dolbaden Castle. It's up on a hill. There's a car park you can pay. There are places you can sneak in and park for free, so it's well worth a visit. So I thought I'd show you the settings that I have on my camera to do this shot. As I say, it's bracketing. If I just go in live view, you'll see there the sort of view that I've got. Now with bracketing, obviously all these dark areas that you've seen in the castle there will be lightened, and all the, as you'll see in the moment, the overexposed areas down at the bottom end there, if I can get my hand in, just around about here, where the clouds are, that'll all come in. So all the software does that, things like Photoshop or Photomatic can do that for you. So there we are, so that's the sort of picture that we're taking. So let's just fire this off. So I'll just take it out of live view. And we'll get the 5 shots firing away. Now I've got it on a timer, because I'm not using the remote today. And it just automatically fires away for me. And we'll see in a moment the pictures start to come up. So there's the first one. And you've seen this before with the videos. The pictures all stacking up ready for me to then take into Photoshop. So there we are, that's the shot that we're getting. You should be seeing that in a moment in the video. So we'll carry on here, as I say, for a little while and see what else we can get. Then it's off for breakfast, yummy yum. And then we're going to a place called Ogwyn, and we're going to go up the back of a mountain called Penny Olwyn, and then take pictures of Trivan. So we'll see you in a little while. So here we are, we've come up to well, opposite Triffin. Let's turn you around. So behind me you can see Triffin there, just over my shoulder. A bit windy today. We're up by a waterfall as well, so it's a bit noisy. I'm sure you can hear me okay. But yeah, it's a bit of a climb up from where we came from, which is, I'll try and get in the right position there. So just down over there, there's my car, and we walked all the way up there past the mountain rescue, and I thought I'd pick the route beforehand, looking on Google Maps and so on, and I thought we were going up another path further towards Lake Ogwyn. So I actually get to get onto my friend, another vlogger, Damien Waters, because he's been up here a few times. And I'd say, Damien, which way is it? So he very kindly pointed me in the right direction. So Damien, thank you very much. Big shout out to you for that. So we're here, Dave's taking some pictures just behind me. And I'm obviously taking some pictures here. And I'll show you what I'm doing at the moment. So when I look at my camera, again I'll put it into live view. And again, I do hope you can see these okay. So if I get a little bit closer, you see here that I've got Triffan on the left hand side of the picture, on the left hand side rule of thirds, and then I've got a tree which is to the right hand side. It's a little bit obscure, and what I might do is I might just drop down the tripod a bit, just get a little bit lower so that tree is a little bit more above the horizon, and then we can see Lake Ogwyn, or Llyn Ogwyn as they say in Wales. I'm just really waiting for, again, decent light. The clouds have come over quite a bit at the moment, it's a bit overcast. But I'm seeing some breaks in the clouds, so the sun should be coming through in a little while. But while we're here, I'll, as always, just do a quick shot. So I don't know if you can hear it clicking away in the background there. So there's a few shots, or a shot. There's a lovely river here, as you can just see there. Some waterfalls which we'll take some pictures of as well. So I'm just really planning to be here today. We're actually going back home today, so this is our third day. We've had a cracking time, but hopefully we'll have some good weather as well for the rest of today, and we'll see what we get when we get back home, see how well they come up. So we're quite a height now. It's been a while since I last spoke to you. I know it's only seconds in the video, if that, but you know, it's maybe an hour or so later. And we've climbed again quite a way. I say climb, it's more of a steep ramble, but it's quite slippy, it's quite wet, a bit hard going on the legs, but it's well worth it when you come up here and you see this sort of scenery. I said this in my last video, the one I did in October. You know, just making a bit of an effort and coming out here and having a look at this sort of scenery. And being lucky enough to be able to take pictures of it, it's a joy really. You know, we're just so lucky in this country to have this sort of stuff. And it's literally on our doorsteps. You know, I say doorstep, for me it's about 3.5 hours, maybe 4 hours away, but you know, it's worth the journey. So we'll carry on. I don't know if we're going to keep going up. If you look behind me, still a bit of an incline. Actually, I'll just show you just down the valley there. That's heading back towards the UK, back to, well, I say UK, I should say, it's going back to Great Britain. It's amazing, you know, as you drive away from here, it's the worst thing for me is driving away from here, because in the mirror I can see these mountains getting smaller and smaller, and I'm getting further and further away from them. But as I say, it doesn't take much effort really to get here, so it's well worth it. So if you have the opportunity, you're a photographer and you want some spectacular places to photograph, then North Wales is the place to come, especially Snowdonia. Absolutely fantastic, it's remarkable. I'm never tiring of the place. So, enough of that sentimentality. I'll carry on taking some pictures. So we've just finished our trip now. We're just about to go back home. We ended up coming back to Ogwyn. It's one of our favourite haunts. So we did the waterfall and a few other bits and bobs. We had a nice cup of coffee and so on. But it's getting late in the day now, so we thought we'd better head off home. Ready for tomorrow. So, what sort of day have we had today?
Super.
Been super.
Super.
Super. So until next time, thanks for watching. Till then, bye.
Bye.